Okay, let's get YouTube up, shall we? Okay, so welcome, and welcome to this tonight's live. So, a little bit of a story what I'm doing. So, I've been trying to open up these islands up here. So, you've got Madagascar there. I'm trying to open up these airports around here because within these, you've got this airport. This one here. It's called Pamanzi, and it's got an airport. So we've got either the landing over all these buildings here near the hospital. There should be a hospital there. I don't know what that is. Marital side. And then it's got the approach over the sea here. So we're going to have a go. Now, I've opened up all this Madagascar island here, and not a single one of those airports flies to this island here. So I've then gone and done a trip over towards this, whatever this place is, and I've now just got a VIP mission that's taking us up to the top. So we're going to fly up there. Again, I only fly into these places, so I open up new zones. So we're going to go and have a go. I should have, I think, I have got an aircraft quite close, so we'll use that one. I think it's the Baron, yeah. Quickly give it a wash just because it's a VIP service, and we will give it a bit of fuel. There we go. And we'll give it a clean. There we go. Yeah. And we'll have a fly. So this is where I want to go, but hopefully that opens up a sightseeing flight. And there we go, look at this. It's like paradise. I've not flown here before, this is going to be interesting. I'll have a look in a second. Check us off, and we'll get in. I'll have a quick look at the where we are. So it's a hop over the sea as we come out from here, and we're flying up north to this island here, and hopefully that will unlock a flight so we can fly to where we want to, which is here. So let's go and do that. We'll get this up. Okay, perfect. We'll get the passenger on board while we set up and go through the setting up process.
7010 parking 12 for ground service. Ready for passenger boarding. Received, Captain. They're on their way. Have a good flight.
Right, let's go.
Sir, on behalf of Squall Charters, I wish you a good flight.
I do like that in this update it now says my business name, which is good. Okay, let's go. Heater heat, we'll turn that on. Not that we really need it. Magneto's there. Magneto's there. That's okay. We'll get the engine started straight away. Fuel pump will set on for a minute. It gets down. Top RPM. 100%. Put the mixture up as well. There we go, put it into full. Beautiful. Here. Perfect. ELT, make sure that's armed. There we go, perfect. Okay. Quick flight control check. Cool. We got out, we can do the front. I'm not going to bother doing the back, but we know it's going to work. That's fine. Perfect. So, throttles. 1/4 inch. Perfect. Fuel selectors. on, cow flaps are open. Sorry, closed. Magneto, perfect. For both. Just have a quick check around here, make sure we're happy. Good. Okay, let's start the left one. Both. Cool. Let that run up. Get the next one up. Good, we'll get that oil temperature and pressure. Oil pressure is good and in the green, oil temperature is now in the green as well. Good. Okay, let's go through this. That off, everything's good there. We'll get that to both, that to both. We'll get the taxi lights on. Get the fuel pumps off. That's good. Flaps. And we'll have a look at our trim as well. Cool, we're good to taxi. We'll get clearance first.
Ground. Beechcraft 5 Romeo Golf Yankee Juliet ready to copy IFR clearance to Moroni.
Beechcraft 5 Romeo Golf Yankee Juliet is cleared to Moroni Airport via the OKDI-1 Echo departure, runway 19er. Climb via SID, maintain 8,000. Departure frequency is 126.1, squawk 1531.
1,
Beechcraft
5.
Golf Yankee Juliet.
Okay.
Did you hear my last transmission?
Give me a second. So impatient.
Cleared to Moroni by the OKDI-1 Echo departure, runway 19er. Climb via SID, maintain 8,000. Departure frequency is 126.1, squawk 1531. Beechcraft 5 Romeo Golf Yankee Juliet.
Beechcraft Golf Yankee Juliet. Read back correct. Contact ground on 121.7. Good day.
Good morning, pilot. You guessed today is Mr. Gove, who's on the go to Bonnie. He's a very faithful client taking a breakaway. Please give him your warmest welcome on behalf of the company. Have a good flight, Captain.
Good what I want. Perfect. Okay, let's get taxi.
Beechcraft 5 Romeo Golf Yankee Juliet. Taxi to and hold short of runway 19er via taxiway Alpha Cross runway 19er. Contact tower on 118.2 when ready.
Okay. Perfect. Right, taxi lights are on. Perfect. Okay, good. Get that.
Via taxiway
Get left,
Alpha
let's go.
Cross runway 19er. Beechcraft Golf Yankee Juliet.
Okay, taxi now.
Sir, good morning and welcome aboard this Squelch Charters flight to Bonnie. I'm your captain and pilot today. Estimated flight time is 79 minutes. We're on time for departure, waiting for takeoff clearance. I'll keep you informed during the flight if anything important comes up. Thank you.
Okay, flaps set now. Slow it down before we turn. Now what I've noticed since SU5, the update, is every takeoff that I've carried out has thrown me over to the right. Literally every single one has thrown me to the right. This thing naturally wants to yaw to the right anyway, as you can see there. I'll try and counter that. It's very hard to counter that with the controller. But when I get a flight stick, it'll be a bit easier. There you go, it's moving me to the right again. What I'll do in a minute is I'll make sure we've got the pop. Yeah, I've got the pop sync on as well. Again, look at that. It wants to take me to the right every time. So be aware of that, and then obviously when I'm taking off, it will just start nudging me to the left, so to the right as well. And what you'll find is, I reckon, I will weather vane a little bit, and I'll move left and I'll move right, and I'll try and chase it. That's what happened last time. It's very hard on the controller to do it, so if you look there, I'm already putting too much in. Okay. Quite a longish runway, this one. We're nearly there, though. Nearly there for the takeoff. Well, there's a bit left to go. Slow down a little bit before it shouts at us. So then NATO check in just a second. Cool. I don't. What is that? We'll climb for 104 knots. Hopefully that's what it says here. 105. Best rate of climb. Okay. It wants me onto the runway there, apparently. This isn't turning very well. It does want me to hit the runway. Usually that's mission now. Okay, we'll do what it says. I reckon it's going to give me a charge. So if I do this, I wonder if I can contact tower and send medic instead. So I think it's going to shout on me. There we go. It's going to take off from here.
Tower, Beechcraft 5 Romeo Golf Yankee Juliet ready for departure. Runway 19er, IFR to Moroni.
Strobes on. Tax lights off. Fan lights on. Get. It's not replied. 1016 on the QNH. We'll do that in just a
Clear for
second.
takeoff, runway 19er. Beechcraft 5 Romeo Golf Yankee Juliet.
Ah, it's done that. Cool. On alt. Perfect. And back. Okay, everything's looking good here. Everything's good down there. That's good. That's good. You strapped in, bro. Where's your seatbelt? He hasn't got a seatbelt. He's brave. Okay, turn that off. Okay. Perfect. Quick magneto check. So parking brakes are on. Get up to 1700. See the revs on the right hand side just coming up. 1400. 15. 16. Bring it back a little bit. There we go. Now we're looking for 150 RPM drop max. There we go. 50 between that, so that's fine. Second magneto. That's fine, over 100. Perfect. Good. Bring that power off again. And we're ready to go. Wait for that AHARS to catch up. Run at the runway whilst it does it. I'll take off. So I think this is going to throw me off the runway, but we'll see. It wants to throw me to the right all the time at the moment. There we go. Yeah. So it rotates going to be 75, and my climb's 105. Just wait for that AHARS to catch up. Here we are. Just finished my tea. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to put a bit of correction in for the right-hand side, and yeah, we're good. Okay, so full power. Puff's coming up. There we are. And brake off. There we are. There's the turn to the right a little bit. There you go. It's going left now, so it wants to turn to the right. So it wants to turn to the left. There you go. That's what I'm saying. That's the hard. This is the battle that I'm having issues with. There we go. That's better. And we can climb. There we go. It wants to throw me to the left.
Stall.
So,
Stall.
see?
Stall.
That's what I'm having issues with every time on every plane. Let's get the gear up. Oh my God. It just always wants to throw me off.
Don't sink.
Speed.
Don't sink.
There we go. It's a good time for it to go out. They need to sort it. I've only started having that problem since SU5. I'm going to bring the engines down a little bit. Higher and take that left turn.
Beechcraft Golf, Yankee Juliet, contact Bear Center on 126.1. Good day.
Going to
Stall.
126.1. Beechcraft Golf, Yankee Juliet. Bear Center, Beechcraft 5, Romeo Golf, Yankee Juliet is at
Bring those props down in a second.
Beechcraft 5, Romeo Golf, Yankee Juliet, Bear Center, QNH 1015. Radar contact. Continue to Arctic.
So yeah, I don't know what is going on with those takeoffs. Even with the 747 that flew earlier on, that done the same. Okay, we're going to trim for 105. That's the takeoff checklist. Good actually at the moment. Quick look. Okay, we're just taking off from. And we're going to go to 8,000 feet. A bit more trim for 105. Just the wind doing at the moment. It's 22 knots at the moment of wind. It's tailwind though, which is what we like. It'll help us a little bit. You'd expect the noise to change, but it doesn't. Okay, let's get in line with our flight path, shall we? Let's get that trimmed again for 105. It's a big spin, fetch. Fetch. It's a big spin. .11 knots now, so it's definitely, wind was higher down the floor. Still need to trim for 105, so let's pitch for 105, more trim into that. There we go. Quite a bit windy up here, look. It is knocking me around a little bit. Okay, turn the flight director on. And the yaw damper on. And once we get to 8,000 to the cruise, I'll give it to the autopilot.
Stall.
Nowhere near a stall. So the problem with that, nowhere near a stall, but it's the stick position. So if we go here, watch this stick. So
Stall.
it's the stick position.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
It's not an actual stall. We're nowhere near the stall.
Stall.
$5,000, 3,000 left to go. Okay, what we can do is we can put the autopilot on now. So VNav, nav, autopilot. There we are. And we'll put flight level change on as well, so that will climb for us. Descent then. There we go, perfect. So that will climb for us. That should hopefully get us to around 105. Check out all this here. So we're quite at the limit of our prop at the moment. We'll bring that prop down in just a second once we get up to 8,000. Let's have a look. Bring that prop speed down. On 91 and 93, let's go and leave them, 91s.
Beechcraft Golf Yankee Juliet, please expedite your climb 8,000.
Speed up. Okay. We'll manage that 105 knot climb with this. There we are, so that's good. There we are. So that's the best rate of climb for us. Just going to tinker with this for a minute. As we get higher, the air gets denser as well, so it's a little bit more difficult, but we'll, that's fine. There you go. I think we've just found it. Let's go for 1 foot per minute, I think. Put a bit more throttle in it as well. So I need to get that up to 105 really. See how windy it is now. 15-20 knots gusting as well. Right. On. Just realised I've been talking with my headset off. It probably sounded like I was shouting from a distance away. We're off to Octic at the moment. Off to Octic. So. So let's have a quick look. Let's have a look at the engine temperature a minute. Right, come on. CHT. It doesn't tell me what it is. So at the moment, I need to see whether I need to open my cowl flaps. It's not telling me the limit there. It is what I need it to do, really. So, back. Let's have a look, see if I can get it to tell me. Let's try it on. Is there another gauge or anything like that? Nope. Okay, come on. I need to try and work that out. How can I get my cylinder head temperature? How can I find that out? Engine. Need to find out what that is. I wonder if we can simulate it though. If we open the cowl flaps, let's have a look. See if we can get that temperature to go down. So let's have a look. That's what we're waiting to see there, if that goes down. I don't know if they simulate it on this, so we'll put them back up. Cool, we're nearly at 8,000, so again once we're at 8,000 we will skip to the descent, but for now let's have a very quick look at the airport that we're arriving at. There we are. Right, so this is where we're going. Let's have a look. So we're landing on runway 02. It has got ILS, so 110.30, we'll tune for that nice and early. 110.30, it's got that. So, and the course is 17, so we'll do that as well. So what we'll do is we will on 10.30, let's swap that out, and we'll, what I say the course was, the course is 17 degrees. So we'll set that nice and early as well. Course, wrong one. I keep forgetting what I put. 17017, that's what we need. Now we won't be using the ILS, as in landing on the ILS, but we will, I'll use it for references. Fly everything manually, don't we, so. There we go, we're at the cruise now. We'll let our mate know. So tune in for the ILS now, and we'll skip to the descent in a minute, and we'll get the approach. So that's fine. So one thing we can do to identify the ILS is we can actually play the every ILS has a sound, so we can play that. We'll do that a little bit later if need be.
It's 11:13.
Okay, so that's set, that's set. That's good. Right, what did I want to do?
If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination.
That's
Until then,
fine.
sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Cool, ideal. Right, so we'll skip to the descent then. There we go. Actually settled us.
Beechcraft Golf, Yankee Juliet. Maintain present heading and
Okay,
altitude.
let's set these
Expect
to
ILS
full.
Zulu runway 02
Full.
approach via
Oh,
Carter
full.
transition. Cleared to Carter.
Perfect. Roger.
Maintain present
Okay,
heading
it's still
and
got the.
altitude. Expect ILS Zulu runway 02
There you go. Look, it got rid of our.
approach via Carter transition. Cleared to Carter.
Got rid of our
Beechcraft Golf,
ILS.
Yankee Juliet.
110.
Beechcraft Golf,
830.
Yankee Juliet. Contact Maroney
Is it
Tower
110?
on 118.1 with
110.30.
inbound on the approach.
Will do.
Tower on 118.1. Beechcraft Golf, Yankee Juliet.
And we will. It's probably going to be too high. Very soon. Right, let's bring those engines down.
Maroney Tower, Beechcraft 5 Romeo Golf, Yankee Juliet.
And the course is going to be
Inbound ILS Zulu runway 02 approach.
017. That's about right. We haven't got it yet, but we can definitely get in line.
Romeo Golf Yankee Juliet, Maroney Tower, QNH 1013. Cleared ILS
1013 set.
02 approach.
Roger.
Cleared ILS Zulu runway 02 approach.
Let's
Beechcraft
start
Golf,
lining
Yankee
ourselves up for it
Juliet.
now. There we are. So, need to start descending now. So, I'm going to descend to 5,000 feet. Actually, we'll go down to 4,000. 3,500 actually. Okay, so before we do that, we'll slow down our aircraft. There we go. We're fine. And flight level change mode on. And we'll set heading on. Intercept that nice and early. Now we'll set vertical speed down. 500 foot per minute. There we go. And obviously with that I'm going to be reducing my altitude as well. And you can see there that line is coming over nicely. So I'll arm the localizer just for a minute. Haven't got glide slope because we are too high. There we go. I've armed that localizer, so that will turn into it. Should turn into it now. There we go. Turning nicely. So we're on that localizer approach now. And we'll get down now until we get the glide slope. Bring that engine power down again. Just tell what we're going to do just for the descent. Let's bring these down. There we go, that's better. And currently we're still 7.5 miles away. There's the glide slope now, so we have got the glide slope. So what I'll do now is I'll turn off the autopilot and we'll fly this ourselves. So, glide slope diamond there, localizer there. We won't fly on the autopilot, but we'll use those for references. At the same time, we'll start to slow down now. And you'll see it gets a little bit jerky in a minute, just while I'm trying to set my trim up. Okay, what's the wind doing? 17 knot crosswind at the moment, so I'll be aiming to the right hand side of the runway. Does this give my track? Yes, it does. So at the moment my nose is facing about 5 degrees to the right of where I need to be. Okay. Altitude with change of power. So we're going to just settle here for a minute. And speed we do with trim. There we are. So it's fine at the moment. I am going to be just off the runway, off the ILS here, because again there is a 17 knot crosswind where we are. 13 now. As you can see, I'm getting whacked by it a little bit. Just going to bring that trim up. Just want to bring that rate of descent down a little bit. And yeah, so the airport is just down there. So I'm just going to turn into this localizer just a little bit. Okay. Brakes off, undercarriage we'll bring down in just a second. Mixture full, prop full. Flaps will bring down as we come down. Instruments, carb heat, cockpit, harnesses, hatches. Cool. In the event of a go around, we are going to continue runway heading. We'll climb up to 2,000 feet, and we'll enter the left crosswind and base, left crosswind and downwind as well. I'll just get this a little bit. 3 miles. Cool. Okay, I'm going to start slowing down, bring my first notch of flaps in. As I've slowed down, my nose is going to go down, so I'm going to counter that now with the flaps. I'm going to add a bit more power because we're increasing drag. There we are. I'm just going to turn my nose slightly to the left. Not too much because that wind at the moment it is pushing me right the way across. And you can see my track there being the purple one. So we're okay here at the moment. You can see how windy it is at the moment. Okay, going to bring that power down a little bit more so I can get the gear down and another notch of flaps. Okay, I've got the runway in sight now. Going to slow down again. There's the runway there. Second notch flaps and the gears coming down now. Again, more drag now, so I do have to add a bit more power. I'm having to torque myself all the way through this. You see that wind's quite affecting us quite a bit more power, get that nose up. There we are. So we've got that runway there, just about to see it over the nose. There we are. Cool, got it. Okay. There's the runway, still got it. Again, that wind's... We're offset at the moment because of the wind. We are still heading towards it. Yeah, probably head towards it a little bit more. So current wind is 5 knots, so it's still bashing us around a little bit, but it's not as noticeable as it was a minute ago. There we are. We've got all the wind that's coming off that range as well. It's coming up over it and then down. So we've got all that hitting us as well. Okay, final notch of flaps is in. We've done the landing checklist. Just check props and carbs. So proper mixture, yeah, perfect.
Beechcraft Golf Yankee Juliet. Wind 107 at 11. Clear to land
107 at
runway
11, okay. So that's 107.
Clear to land runway 02. Beechcraft Golf Yankee Juliet.
Okay, so I'm just aiming now. So my aiming point at the moment is that field there. Okay. To get my nose down, I'm going to adjust power, bring power off. There we go. So speed is done by pitch. Altitude is done by power. There we are, stable. So it's still looking good. It is bouncy, as you can see. It's really bouncy. If you look from outside, it looks like that. Doesn't look as bad on the outside as it is anyway. Okay, here we go. I'm expecting it to have a bit more of an effect in a minute when we get over the green, over the grass. You see it's starting to hit me again now. I'll bring off that power nice and slowly. There we go. Okay, coming off that power.
500.
I'm going to just get into the ground effect a little bit from here. Just going to let the plane settle into it nicely. There we go. So in case I need to go around, I'm getting ready. Right, here we are.
Stall.
There we are. Nowhere near a stall. Okay, power's off.
Stall.
Getting a bit bouncy.
Stall.
Bit bouncy.
Stall.
There we go. A little bit bouncy there. And there's that turn that I'm fighting with all the time. Don't know what's causing that to happen.
Exit runway when able.
I don't know what's doing that. Look, it's doing it now. It just wants to turn to the right. That's not the wind. The wind's coming from the other side. So that I'm not even touching the rudder, and this will pretty much take me off. Look at that. So that's what I mean. All these aircraft, all they want to do is turn right. Now I'll put the rudder in to get it around. There we are.
118.1 for Beechcraft Golf Yankee Juliet. Moroni ground, Beechcraft 5 Romeo Golf Yankee Juliet. Taxi
That's good.
parking.
Beechcraft 5 Romeo Golf Yankee Juliet. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway.
Strobe off. Taxi lights on. And that's... Oh, it already had my line lights on. There we go. Strobes off. Cool.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway.
Where is it? There it is.
Beechcraft Golf, Yankee Juliet. Sir, welcome to Prince Said Ibrahim. Local time is 12:28. For your safety, we recommend that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we come to a complete stop, and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you when you get off. On behalf of the entire company, we would like to...
We'll taxi in, and then we've opened up that new zone. I'm hoping that's opened up that airport that I really want to fly to. So we'll soon see. There we go. We'll, go straight in, there's the marshaller. There's the marshaller there, we'll come in line with him. Yeah, we'll try not to go forward, go forward, go forward, and brake. There we go.
That was a very smooth flight.
Perfect.
Thanks for keeping things chill.
But earlier on, so done the IP one earlier on, and I got 0 for, what was it for? It was the middle one. So I wonder if I'll get 0 again. So there's 2 bugs that I've reported on this so far, and that was that one from before. And then at the moment, every single aircraft I'm flying at the moment tries to run me off the runway, even in no wind. So I've reported those 2 so far after sim update. Let's have a look. See if I get a 0 for the middle one again. No, that's better. Cool, that was good. Respect the condition of the aircraft, which means it was a decent landing as well. Let's see if I've unlocked that airport. Come on. There's my 747 in the background that I bought today. Or 200 million credits worth. There it is. Let's have a look. Have I opened up my zone? No. I'm just outside it. Because I want to land at this airport here. Pamanzi. Or Pamanzi. So let's see if there's a flight scene or anything that I can do here to get over there. No, 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 no. Come on. This could be one that takes me over there. Come on. There's not one. So it means I've got to do one of these missions over here. What are these ones? A search and rescue. That would open it up a little bit. Let's have a look. Come on, is there one? Is there a freelance mission? Let's have a look. There's not even a freelance mission. Okay, so we'll do a search and rescue one because then it opens up. So again, I need to open up this area here. So what do we go for? Let's go for... Oh my god, they're all quite far out to sea. Which one's the most expensive one? 241, 249, 268, 268, 980. Let's go for that one because it means we can motor down the beach. And I've got a search and rescue helicopter just down to the south, so I'll pull that up. There we go. Night, bud. Love you. Night, night. Night, night. Right, there we go. Giving it a clean. Let's go fly this. Okay, bit of wind. This literally takes us 2 minutes to fire up. We've got good at this now, so we'll get all the gubbins off. So tip socks off, static cover, pitot tube, engine covers. And we'll get in. Perfect, get rid of this. Doesn't help us. We will get the battery on. Anti-cold light on. We're going over water, so we'll turn on our floats. Not that they work, but it's just nice for a bit of realism. And our hoist, we'll set this to on. We'll just do that now. Enter, enter, back, map. Okay, check the horn works. Horn does work. Avionics are on. Okay, do the display test and fire test. Perfect, bad out test. Good. Ensure we're in idle. Yes, put the land lights on now. Fuel, rotor brake, engine start. Fuel valves open, rotor brake is currently on. We'll turn the engine on. We'll get the rotor brake off nice and early. There we go. And we'll monitor the start. So here we are. Turbo inlet temperature is increasing, M1's increasing. There comes the oil temperature and the oil pressure. Oil pressure will remain at around 4 or 5 bar. Temperature will raise, M1's increasing. And that will increase in a second when we actually get a light. So when ignition has occurred. So that's the burners at the moment. There we go. Now the fuel's starting to ignite. Perfect, there we go. So that's that increase there. So the initial temperature is obviously the starters and the igniter plugs. Now we've got the fuel burning. And then what you can see here now is our rotor speed is starting to increase. So as I look up, see the rotor's turning. That's the rotor speed there. Okay. Now what shouldn't happen, so I shouldn't have rad out here. That should not be working. As you can see, it's working. This should also not be working, my actual indicator. And the reason for it is my generator's off. You see there, the current for the generator is 0. If I turn that on, it will increase. Just give us a second. Get that there, and then keep an eye on it. Because that will turn on. Although it's not. Apparently my oh, I'll tell you what will happen is if I put a little bit of power through it, that will come online. If you can see there, it's the old glitch that comes with this.
Squelch Rescue Viper 6, clear to go.
So you'll see in a second that when I put a little bit of power in, it'll work. Right, perfect, let's go.
Alright team, listen up.
Alright team, listen up, and then she doesn't say anything.
We've got a missing sailor here. Name's Bahia. Went cruising near the Anton Gil Bay ceiling earlier today with a boat. Conditions are pretty challenging out there. Take off immediately and fly over the area and scan for any signs. We'll do our best to get you more intel or help you finding the site while you're out there. I'll radio you regularly to check you're okay. Let's stay in touch.
Okay.
Let's go.
There we go.
Into in traffic, Airbus Helicopter 5, Romeo Tango Mike Zulu, is taxiing to runway 10.
That's a little bit mischievous. Yeah, that's better. It's not behaving particularly nicely at the moment. There we go, there's that dump in the thing we get. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Right. Let's try again. So at the moment, I'm having this thing where it keeps throwing me into the floor. And then that's the sensitivity on my controller I have to get used to every time I go up. There we go. Let's get in there. There you go, there's that dump to the floor. And there's that pull up. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the assists on because this is uncontrollable. Give me a second. Look. Let's try and get it. There's that dump of power. There we go. Right. Let's stop that for a minute. Get that, get that, get that, that. Okay, let's get the takeoff clearance. And we're going to go to the west.
Injuin traffic, Airbus Helicopter 5, Romeo Tango Mike Zulu, taking off runway 10, west departure, Injuin.
That's a bit bad behaved. There we go.
Injuin traffic, Airbus Helicopter 5, Romeo Tango Mike Zulu, taking off runway 10, west departure, Injuin.
Still trying to control that power where it wants to throw me into the air. There we go, as we come around. And we'll take off. There you go, there's that dump. Okay, we'll get some speed. There we go, get some power, and up we go. That'd be quite a good airport to land at as well. Right, it'll come around. We'll get some speed, get to around 130 knots. And you're going to see a little bit of this up and down in a minute. That's me trying to trim. The only way you can find out if you've trimmed is by letting go.
Viper 6, hope you'll get on site fast. Seconds count.
There we go.
Hypothermia
Perfect.
can set in quickly out at sea.
Okay. Go over the overhead here. And we'll get to 130 knots now. Verify floats. Floats are on. Before we go over the water. There we go. And right, what I like as well is the water isn't reflective tonight. So the search and rescue missions are often harder when the water is reflective. Because we've got a little bit of cloud now, it makes it a bit easier. And it's slightly choppy as well. Okay, let's go up to 1500 feet like the sim wants me to. Then we'll come straight back down and fly a couple of 100 feet. I think I might do a 747 flight after this. Get some cash.
Your map should display your assigned search area. Check it regularly. Still no update. Hope you'll bring her home quickly. Let's keep pushing. People are counting on us today.
And what I'm going to do at some point is I'm going to go and sell all my little planes. Because I've got nearly 100 and they're becoming a pain in the backside to maintain. Okay, so this is going to take us a little while to fly there, so we might as well have a little bit of fun and go in the valleys as well. I wonder if they're going to bring out the carrier add-on to this. We land on ships. Okay, airspeed's a bit high. Just seen that. Literally by 1 knot.
Welch Rescue Viper 6, how is it going up there? You're approaching the search area. We have to find her fast. Everyone here is stressed, and we don't want anyone deciding to conduct the search themselves.
Trees might look really good from here, detailed. Is there a hospital around here? I don't think there is. Okay, we'll just fly along here while we go and find our damsel in distress. Now what I'm not liking is that sunlight over there, because I was saying a minute ago about the reflections on the sea. That's what causes it. I need cloud. It's a little holiday resort down there. Okay. Let's go and have some fun. Just watching that airspeed. Just watching that airspeed. If I get 1 more knot up, that's going to give me a charge. There you go. Okay, let's go down here. It's going to charge me again. There you go, told you. That's 20% now. Come around here. Okay, gonna go up and over this hill. We'll do that in a second.
Her relatives told us Bahia doesn't know the site pretty well, but we think she might have managed to take shelter somewhere safe.
So we'll climb up over this hill and then we'll throw it back towards the sea and fly at 30-40 feet. What are we at the moment? 60 at the moment. Okay, let's get some altitude. As we come up and over the top of this hill, lovely pink sands down there. There we go, and we'll throw it back down towards the sea in a second. There we are, get over these trees. There we are, heading down towards the sea. There we go, let's go. It's a nice little gap there that we can get in. Go buzz the beach. They're all on the deck chairs. Right, let's go. a little bit high at the moment, so let's get down. Okay, so we should be able to find this guy pretty quick.
Conditions can change quickly out there.
So it's quite choppy. It's not reflective, which is good, so we should be able to find them quite quick. And then what we'll do, we'll get into the hover, pick him up, and then we'll take him back. The one thing I do wish that Sober would do here is when we pick up a casualty, I wish that we could take him to the hospital or something. That would have just put the icing on the cake. Take him to the hospital, because there's plenty of those around, and then fly back to base. That would have been so good. Oh, that was me just trying to trim. There we go. Sometimes I just get the little jolt. Okay, temperatures and everything are still looking fine. Pressure's looking fine. Fuel's good. As soon as we get a bit closer, we'll climb a little bit higher. $30 just about right for this, for what I'm doing now, but we do need to get to a couple of 100 foot in a minute. So, as we get closer, we'll climb. Almost there now. Okay, search area's coming, so let's climb. And it gives us a chance to slow down. So we pull back on the collective, back on the cyclic. There we are. Now we'll get into the trim. Get that trim up. Okay, where's the boat? Just going to trim for this now because we're slowing down. There we go. So slow down. There's the boat.
Area. Comb the place inch by inch if you have to.
Let's have a look. See if we can see him already. Nothing there.
You're right where we lost the track. You should be able to spot her ship. All orange.
Okay, have a quick look. See if we've overflown it as we come in. No, we haven't. These guys obviously as helpful as ever. Okay, I'm going to fly across the circle here. I haven't seen her boat yet. No, that's a rock. I think. Up there. I think that's a bit of a splat on the thing. Let's have a look. See if we've gone past it yet. There it is. It's right there, look. Cool. So let's get in. There it is. So we'll start to descend. So to descend, pull him back. There we go. Going to trim as we come down. I'm not going to say that I found it yet because then it starts the clock ticking. As we come around here, still slowing down, bringing off that power. Bringing off that speed. There we are. Just gonna turn so I'm getting to wind. Sea looks incredible, look at that. Okay.
Found her. She reached a safe spot. Coordinates 12 south, 44 east.
I wish it wouldn't put that blue circle there because it does really annoy me. Okay, here we go. Let's get over. There we are.
Hook 1, we're on site.
Okay, into that hover.
Preparing the hoist now.
I'm in that now. Let's go outside so we can see what they're doing.
Stay put, Captain.
There we are. And what I'll do is I like to bring back
Medevac
inside.
2 is securing the target with her. Preparing to lift now.
Medevac 2 to Hook 1. Ready to lift.
Cable is tensioning.
There we are. Ideal. They're inside. Okay, a bit of power, forward speed. Got that airspeed, and there we go.
Taking off
Rescued.
now. Notify Viper 6.
Viper 6. Victim extracted. We're on the go.
Captain, Bahia's conscious but disoriented. Please prioritize safety and stability during the flight.
Perfect. And then we'll trim for 130 knots. There we go. Ideal. And fly her back. So rescued them. Now just flying back over. We'll go around the coast this time, I think, instead of going over it. And it's going to be a straight in approach as well, because the runway's literally right in front of us.
You feel okay?
Please leave me a sec.
If you need anything, feel free to ask. I'm here for you.
Right, so we go around this point, and then you'll see our landing field. We'll head between here, and then we'll turn right. Okay, 126 knots, we can squeeze another 20 knots out of this.
You're thirsty, right? Water or rehydration drink if you feel you need some.
Water sounds good, thanks.
What's that there? That's like a little pathway to the island. Go and buzz that, shall we? Okay, then we'll come around here. Now as we come around, our airport is just ahead on that island up there, look. We won't go via land this time, we'll go direct over the sea to make sure we've got our floats on still. Yes, they are. Fuel pump's still on there, we don't need that anymore. There you go. And as we get towards the coast, we'll slow down and we'll come in for quite a sharp stop, I think. Have a little bit of fun. And we'll let them know in a minute where we are. Evening, Aaron, how are we? You alright? I don't know why I'm doing this now, but we'll do it.
I was wondering, do you always fly with the same team?
Oh, got a cup of tea, right? Oh yeah, please.
Amir is my hoist manager, and we sometimes rotate among different pilots.
Request flight following.
Hi, she.
Airbus Helicopter 5, Romeo Tango Mike Zulu, in an Air Revo Center.
Just waking after a long night of flying. Oh, on it were you? What was you doing?
Squawk 0617, Airbus Helicopter Tango Mike Zulu.
Airbus Helicopter Tango Mike Zulu, radar contact 9 miles west of Anjouan, 300, QNH 101 tree.
Yeah, let's just set that. Cool. Acknowledge that. Oh, wrong one.
In an Revo Center, Airbus Helicopter Tango Mike Zulu.
So in past 20.
Again, please.
9 billion. That's ridiculous. I bought the 747 cargo today. I couldn't afford the what's it called one, the passenger. So I was like, you know what? I think if I get the
Roger. Airbus
cargo one,
helicopter Tango Mike Zulu.
do a few flights. They're 25 million a
That's quite
flight.
a nasty cut you've got there. Let me clean that up.
So hopefully I'll have one within the next few days.
Yes, it's nothing. Thanks.
At the moment, I'm having this issue. Every single aircraft, except for this helicopter, I flew in the Baron earlier on, I flew in the 747. I'm getting this thing at the moment where it keeps throwing me to the side of the runway. Alright, so landing runway 10. So I don't know whether it's just the weather, but it was for one of them. I was at the an airport with no wind. The cargo is 5 million more and had hardly any flights that pay well. No, they seemed fine for me. I had loads of flights for it. Where did I go? My first mission was from Dubai to Nuki, which is just up the road from me. So that's a good one. I haven't looked what other flights are there now. What other missions there are, but I'll have a look in a minute because that's probably the one I'm going to fly in a second, is 747. Okay, here we go. That's getting me on the wrong runway again. This is the other thing as well. Past transit time center and has missions at 65. Okay, damn. I am going to be selling my all my little planes as well. I've got 97 now, I think I have, and it's now getting frustrating trying to do all the maintenance on them. Right. There we go. Our airfield's just in here, look. So it's getting a bit dark and gloomy now. I'm going to start slowing down. So it's only 2 missions A330. Gonna stick to it. Yeah, fair one. I had quite a few with these 747s. I don't know if that's a difference between the PlayStation or not, but I had quite a few for it. So I did check it because you said the other day about it. Right, there's the runway. I'm still trying to open that other place near Madagascar. I'll show you in a second. So I'm hoping this is why I'm doing this mission, trying to open it up.
Airbus helicopter 5 Romeo Tango Mike Zulu is on final runway 10 to land in June.
Okay, let's get this in. Trying to trim it as we come down. There we go. I'm just trying not to do it. That string doesn't look very happy. At the moment, there's the wind there. So we'll fly into it. Yeah, that's better. Fly into that wind, there we go. You going to bed, babe? Oh, right as I'm landing. Night, my babe. Did you have fun today? Good. There we are. Let's go in here. Right, here we are. There's that. Oh, it's still pulling me up. Stop pulling me up, stop pulling me up. There we go. Right, let's try and trim for that there for a minute. There we are. That's alright. Okay. It's a bit too keen on the old controls then. Very keen on the controls then. Oops, that's why I'm fighting with it again now. There's that collective issue. Alright, let's get that right. It's a little bit too rogue then. There we go.
Incheon traffic. Airbus Helicopter 5, Romeo Tango Mike Zulu.
Is that done again?
Parking, Incheon.
Come on, just settle. Where's my shmi look? Let me know when to stop. Let me know when to stop, mate, because otherwise I'm going to go for... There we go. No. I ain't going any closer, mate. I'll hit the building. There we go.
You did great, team. Reuniting a family
probably as
like
close
that
I wanted to get.
beyond words.
Still telling me to go forward. I don't want to go forward. Off. Right, let's have a look what it said. I left all the Eastern Russian and China area dark, but I think there's some... okay. Plain SNR holding there. Trying to chase your up and down movement, tapping X. Yeah. And that's what it is, it's all of it, it's literally X circle, circle, X. Yeah, I'm pressing it constantly. I had a go earlier on, I turned off the AIs and they're pretty much unflyable with a controller. When I first started playing this, I was alright on them, but now, because I've got so used to this, it's almost unplayable. Once I get a controller, I think it'll be alright. Cool, that's decent. Right, I've just got to quickly mute a sec, so I've got a phone call, won't be a minute. Right, I have just forgot that I'm streaming and I have to attend the meeting online because I've just had a phone call saying, why aren't you in the meeting? So what I'm going to do, oh yes, look, I've opened up the airport. The airport that I want to fly at is this one. So I'm going to go quickly do this meeting, and if I've got enough time, I'm going to come back on in a bit. Aaron, I'm really sorry, I'm going to cut it short, mate, just because I've got this meeting. Maybe at some point you ought to be holding circle and it feels like tapping is the right thing to do. If I hold circle, it'll throw me into the ground. It'll just throw me down. I need to get into free flight and have a look. Anyway, I need to go and get onto this meeting. I don't think we're going to be very long. But yeah, if I'm not on tonight, then I'll stream again tomorrow. Speak to you soon, mate.